What is up, YouTube? Dukes here, another video for you, and I want to show you my new method for VC simming. First, we go to the normal sim method. As you know, go to my roster, and we don't see mine on the top here on my screen because I created it. It's on the bottom for me, but for you guys, you should see it on the top. And for those people having trouble thinking that they're downloading my roster, if you look at the top roster right now, it looks like it's highlighted. You need to make sure that it is highlighted in blue, because otherwise you're just going to download the official 2K roster and you're not going to be able to get this easy VC sim. So I'm going to my YouTube DoogsHere roster, over 300,000 downloads, closing in on doubling the next highest downloaded roster. So we start with this one. We start like we normally do, and we start with the Thunder. So we choose the Thunder from that roster. And before I start this whole process, I just wanted to show you how much VC I'm starting out with. So I'm starting out with 7,916 VC. So we'll see how much I get at the end after all of this. Alright, so we are at the end of the season here, going into the playoffs. Got those easy goals, so gonna win some quick playoff series here. Now you see we get these end of the season goals going into the playoffs. If you try to do this sim back to back, where you did the Thunder sim back to back, you wouldn't get those goals again. You just get regular the regular season goals. And we get the sweep goal. So we do get the sweep. That's an extra 100 VC right there. Go through the Grizzlies here. Another sweep. The Suns, another sweep onto the finals, and we get another sweep. So we sweep the entire playoffs. So at the end, when you go to the new goals, as you'll see here in a second with Karl Malone, as we go through these, we go to our new goal right here, which is going to be release or trade Karl Malone. You need to do that before you go to the staff signing period. If you don't do it before you go to the staff signing period, for some reason you don't get staff signing goals. So we release Karl Malone right away, as you see there. Release or trade Karl Malone, get 100 VC. Then we go sim to the staff signing period, and here we should get 1 to 2 goals. We get 1 for the assistant GM, so we get 1 goal there. And the assistant GM, I've done it so many times that I know what it's going to be. It's going to be a recruiter, so you need that magnifying glass for recruiter. And there we go, we get 100 VC there. So if we back out, let's look at how much we have at the end of this sim. We have 9,666. So we started at 7,916. So doing the quick math there, that's 1,750 VC. Now, after we do this, beforehand, basically what I told you to do is exit the application and start it back up so you could get those goals again. But what I've found out is that you can do another sim with a different team and get that VC. So we back out to the main screen, the main menu here, and you just go delete that roster, delete that GM file, and now we go to a new GM file, turn off injuries, leave the custom roster alone, keep custom roster off, and we go to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we're using the official roster with the Cleveland Cavaliers here, and we're gonna get those beginning of the year goals again. And you're gonna have to unfortunately answer GM phone calls in this, because you're actually gonna get some middle of the year prompts. So right at the beginning of the year, just to go through their expectations, they want to see at least 26 minutes a game from Anthony Bennett. they want to move either Alonzo G or Gee, who knows, or Spencer Hawes. They want to win at least 19 home games this year. And then they want to trade for a first-round draft pick. Now, we can accomplish two of those goals basically right at the beginning. Go to your front office, go to Trade Select, Trade Finder, you take Tristan Thompson, the starting power forward, the guy in the way of giving Bennett minutes. You take Alonzo Gee, a guy that you need to move, and we trade them for a first-round pick. I go to this Bucks trade because it comes up every time. First-round pick, and Udo, who's not going to take a minutes away from the rookie. So we just do this, accept it, and we get 100 VC for trading Alonzo Gee or Spencer Hawes. At the end of the trading period, we will get VC for getting that first-round pick, and then we'll get VC for playing Anthony Bennett those minutes. So we're going to sim right around till March. March doesn't really matter. You're basically going to sim until all of the goals are either completed or not completed. Now what I found is sometimes you'll win those 19 home games that they want you to do. Sometimes you won't. It's just the nature of the beast. And in the middle of the season, you will get new goals from the owner. So you'll have those goals that you were given at the beginning of the season, and you'll be given some new goals. And I will skip ahead to those goals for you just to save some time. Now here we are at the new goals. What I did going up to this point is I rejected all GM phone calls. I didn't answer them. So now he's giving me this new goal to have a better relationship with the GMs and to answer all phone calls. This probably wouldn't happen if I answered those phone calls. So reject the phone calls up to this point. So we get that, and we also get the goal of having a fan night. So we obviously have that fan night, and we get the 100 VC for it. And then you will go through, and whenever you get a GM phone call, unfortunately, you gotta answer it if you want that extra VC. If you can live without that extra VC that it gives you, skip through them. But it's free VC, so might as well take it. So here we're going through, seeing how much VC we can get out of this. January coming up on the All-Star break here. Continue the simulation, and there we go, our first GM phone call. You get it, and then you decline. Next GM phone call, you get it, answer it, and then you decline. And it's going to go all the way to the trade deadline. You get it, and then you decline. Go through the All-Star break here. Answer the phone call. I think you guys are seeing a pattern here. Trade deadline has passed. Finally, we got the trade for a draft pick. We got the answer all GM phone calls. Both 100 VC there. Then we go past the extension deadline here. And we should be coming up on the other two goals. We're 35 and 29, so we got a chance to get those 19 home wins. So we'll just sim towards the end of the season. There we go. We get Bennett at least 26 minutes per game over 56 games, so that's 200 VC right there. And then we'll just wait and see what we get. If we get those home wins, we might not. And do we get it? Do we get it? Going on a win streak here. So I didn't see if we got that or not, but maybe it came earlier and I didn't see it. But we look at the VC now. Now we have 10,516 compared to what we started with. We started with 7,916. So right there, that is 2,600 VC, and we're not done yet. So now we're going to go back, we're going to delete this file, and then we're going to go back to the YouTube DoogsHere roster and simulate to the end of the season. You're not going to get the playoff goals again, but you simulate to the end of the season, and that will give you the VC for this whole sim through, this whole walkthrough. So again, you're taking the YouTube DoogsHere roster by the Doogs. Again, you choose the Thunder. And again, we simulate to the end of the season. Alright, here we are approaching the end of this sim. The second time we're simming the DoogsHere, the Doogs roster. And the end of the season, we get you're not going to get any new goals for the playoffs, but this is basically where you stop once you get to the playoffs and get more VC. And I end with 11,116 VC, and that comes to a grand total of 3,200 VC, almost double the previous method I showed you. This method, you don't have to keep quitting the application. You just have to quit the application after you do the 3 separate sims. To me, it's a little less monotonous, so you don't just have to do the sim, quit the application, sim, quit the application. Here you can do these 3 and then quit the application, and as you saw, it gives you a whopping amount of VC. 3,200 VC is what I got, and again, that will give or take the amount of VC you get depending on some of those goals that you may or may not get, like the sweep. You may or may not get that, that kind of thing. So you can also do this if you have an Xbox One. I believe the most used roster, they try to copy this roster. Not as good as the roster I made, but it's close, and it's called VC Thunder, and I believe that's the top downloaded roster on the Xbox One. So let me know what you guys think about this method if you're going to use it, and I appreciate it, especially if you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Trying to get you guys these VC methods, trying to help you guys out. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace out.